Anyway, here we go yet again. So, okay, yes, apparently you want to stab a tiger man in the face.
Except he's invisible, so I can't see him.
Except he's invisible, so you can't see him. Do I have a picture of the invisible tiger? Did I give you the picture of the invisible tiger man? I can't remember.
I can see the token.
Yes. If I. Oh.
So anyway, just to recap, we had got into this fight, having just got down the shaft, and we come into the fight, and we've got a tiger man, and there was lots of zombies in there, I believe. Now, all the zombies have been killed, but the tiger man was proving quite difficult.
Oh, he is one of those.
And Vendra has disappeared beneath the waves.
And just when the tide of the battle had turned, and we got him pinned in the corner, so I could deal with the zombies. We heard a scream from behind, and Vendra has been grabbed by a large crab-like creature, dragged off into the water.
I'm just trying. Yeah, which way round is it? Yes, yes. That hand is backwards. His thumb's in the wrong place. He's one of them, isn't he?
What? There's a group of things with their thumbs backwards?
No, with their hands backwards. The hands close. Yeah, the hands are back to front, effectively.
It looks weird.
A what?
Yeah, they're Rakshasa. They're shapeshifters, but in their natural form, they're kind of cat people, and they can be all kinds of different cat people, and their hands are... The wrists bend backwards. So if they had the top of their arm facing upwards, the palm would be up, and their hands would bend back onto the top of their arms rather than onto the underside of their arms.
Anyway, Leia to go first.
And Leia goes first.
Well, hey.
Our cat person versus their cat person.
Oh, Leia can see the cat person.
I can see the cat person. I think I'll have to get through to the cat person, however, so I will move to here.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, yeah, we're mid-fight.
Well, there is a space on the other side of the cat person. Albeit to be a statue there, but you put it land in front of the statue.
Yeah,
it looks like a flaming torch to me.
It's a burning brazier.
I don't want to land in a brazier.
It's a burning bra because I nearly said burning brazier. So, no, instead of saying brazier, I nearly said brazier. You know what I mean? So it's a burning bra.
How
there you
very
go.
Women's rights of you.
Even the dog agrees.
Does that mean it's both supportive and warm?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. I'm just how all out am I going to go? I think I'm going to...
Does that help?
Well, I'd noticed it was on fire. I am going to pounce and attack 3 times.
Ooh. Remember, you'll have to give yourself the +4 manually for the attacking invisible things.
There we go. How's that?
Are they all invisible then? They are, aren't they?
There's only one invisible thing.
Does scent give her a modifier?
You're attacking our allies there, dear.
What? The devils?
Yep. Notice they're green.
Oh shit. Can you change what that's aimed at? Oh, never mind. Fine.
It was in your way. There you go.
Whatever.
I think it's rather in keeping. You just say they're on our side just as after Leia puts one down.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Forgot to put the modifier on as well.
You hit him with a raise, you can make him vulnerable now. Give you an extra +2 to hit.
My modifier's wrong on that. Completely wrong on that. It should have been... It came out as -1 instead of +4. I don't know how that happened.
It'd only be a.
So you'd need to add 5 to it if you put yourself a -1 instead of a
7.
+4. And did you make him vulnerable or distracted when you hit him with a raise the first time?
Vulnerable.
Which would make that a 9.
Is that changeable by you, Kev?
Which should be a hit. Kev has done that already, so you can roll your damage.
Multi-action -4. I'm not convinced that's a 9. I minus 4
For the multi-action.
the multi-action, plus 4 to ignore the multi-faction.
+2 for the pounce attack.
No, but you've got to bear in mind everything factored in. It came out to a -1, so it's only a 5.
Okay, so it'd be a 7 with the vulnerable.
Why
Yeah,
not say
I
2
agreed.
then? But okay.
Because you rolled a 2, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a wound.
Clearly
That's a
my
wound.
brain's not with it yet.
Okay, so that shakes him
I
with the
believe that's
first
the
one,
third
and that's a wound with the second. Oh, he's going to have to spend a penny to soak the damage. He's got pennies, I don't. Here we go.
Sorry about killing that thing. I forgot they were on our side.
Oh, sorry, Majenko. Skip Majenko by mistake.
Majenko will heal Thaddeus.
He is injured. Yeah.
He has a wound marker.
He does have a little wound icon. I just didn't see it. Must be going.
The duck's hat's hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, Thaddeus had flown in, and cat-like person had cast the spell magic on a wand, and I'd gone careering for the second time into the floor.
Oh, yes, of course she had. Okie dokie. Okay, so Majenko.
Spectacular fall last week.
Majenko. Feminism has reached this point. Hello, bewildered badger. How are you, sir? Okay. Starts the pressure up.
I see her go in the water. I look over here. They're all caught up. I'm going to scream to Vorka to get Thaddeus, and I'm going to pull out a potion of environmental protection and jump in after her.
I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid in the panic, Vorka seems to have vanished somewhere, but certainly. You drink a potion of environmental protection, no problem at all, and dive into the water.
So I will go in after her.
You don't eat.
So what happens after that? Because I'm presuming I'm not going to get to her this round.
Well, you can swim half your pace. So I think you can swim your pace being 6. You can swim down. You dive in, so that puts you in the water there at -3, which means you can see what's grabbed hold of her.
Grab a hold of her? Am I close enough where I can grab a hold of her?
You can definitely grab hold of her, yes.
Okay, then I will do that. Do I need to do a roll or something? Grapple?
No, it's fine. You can just grab her. It's not a problem. Okay.
And I'm pretty much sure Rudy ain't coming in after me.
Probably a safe assumption. Trapped. I think that raise would have been nice, but what? What's the other one? Protection would have cost me 1 power point. Yeah, I think that might have been successfully cast. Basically, you're just told to lie down and stay still, so you do.
Okay.
Puppeted you with a
I'll
race.
turn around 3 times and curl up with my tail wrapped around me then.
And as long as he doesn't tell you to do anything that's against your nature, you have to do it. So you do get a spirit check. Oh,
On second
oh!
thoughts, I think I won't.
I hate you.
Excuse me, I had a cat nap earlier.
I got a 16. You get a 21. I hate your dice right now.
Yeah, it almost worked, and you thought, wait a minute, I'm a cat. I'm going to do the exact opposite of what I've been told.
Indeed.
That's it.
Yeah, it's an opposed roll, automatically
It's
obeys.
an adventure card, dear. You might want to play that one that I've just given you. Maybe you can give me one. Oh, yeah, we'll give that one back then. Never mind.
However, you
And
do
then he
see him
vanished.
just run away. Okay, that brings us to Gastus.
Right. Since our genie was flapping at the edge, pointing out that Vendra had gone over the edge, and now Gastus has just seen Sassras go over the edge as well, he's going to sigh, shake his head, and say, "Excuse me, Master Wild Soul, sheath both his weapons and dive in."
I'll put you there for the sake of argument. They're down to
Leah's
minus.
going to get left behind here at this rate. Everybody's going to go, oh, bye.
Where'd everybody
Leave.
go?
Okay.
Do I need an athletics roll then?
No, you literally just walk off and dive in. That's fine. Now, swimming, you can move up to half your pace, which will get you down 3 inches. Just need to remember how long you can hold your breath for.
Well, I'm going to try and grab the enormous wasp name when I get down there.
Ew.
Under hazardous conditions, you must make an athletics roll. I'm going to argue now you're down there, you'll need to, but until then, ooh, lots of console errors.
I don't think anybody bar me has seen this snappy thing.
Well, I think Sassras and
saw
Gastus
it.
have seen it now.
And I saw it before.
And
Albeit
Gastus
from a
has grappled it and
distance.
is saying, blub, 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 blub.
Yeah, I meant the picture. I don't know if anybody's seen the picture.
Oh, good point. I see what you mean. Yes. Picture of what anyone under the water. Well, let's keep it so anyone under the water can see what it looks like.
Oh, well, I chose to grapple the wrong thing, didn't I? But hey, I still got a 16 to its 1. So
Well, I've got Vendra. I'll get her out of here. You take care of the monster. I'll get Vendra out of here.
Blub, blub,
2
blub,
plus
blub,
5
blub, blub,
hours.
blub,
Okay.
blub, 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 blub. Our genie is just going to flap around on top of up top, screeching at the bubbles on the water.
I shall just add a not drowning counter to you.
Thank you.
Point
And-
being, the
Yes,
point being
and-
when it hits 0, you start making bigger checks. I think.
Yeah, and can you make the reef claw bound, please? Because I have just bound it.
No.
Why not?
Well, it depends. Because if its athletics is better than a D6, I'm going to use better than its agility. I'll use its agility, if that makes sense. Why did it get a? Why did it get a -2? Why is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's meant to be athletics.
Okay, then if its athletics is better than a D8, then
Then I
roll a
would
combat.
re-roll, but it isn't. Okay. You have found it.
I have.
Okay. So it can't do anything except try to escape. That's only because you grabbed it. So there's nothing
Yeah.
stopping it just choosing to hold on to you and go and keep you underwater.
Yeah, that's true.
Okie dokie. Thaddeus Wanso, your conviction is about to expire. I never found a better. I still haven't found a better sound effect. That one goes on too long.
Yep. So I spend a penny to summon QE2.
Yeah, I need to change it.
And no, what am I going to do? Oh, right. Okay, I've got to decide about this. Okay, here's the rumble. They're not going to save her, are they? Because Thaddeus is got a hindrance. I don't believe them. I think they're telling porcupines.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump in the water.
Not what I thought it was. Oh well, carry on. Apparently, that's
What
called,
you're about to hear is real.
apparently that's called the dragon.
Yeah.
Sounds more like
Swan
the dragon
dive
to
into
me.
the
Yeah,
water.
exactly.
The dragon, yeah. Yeah, the dragon. A stony bench and 5 cheesy music strings. Oh.
I will try to stab it. Yeah, so breathing, that'll be optional, won't it?
You do need to breathe.
Yeah, I do need to breathe, but I've just lost the plot, so. Yeah, so he just basically leaves Lear behind and takes a running swan dive into the water.
Where are you all going?
Well, Thaddeus has always been a bit of a moody. He hides out in the basement and doesn't really talk to any. So, yeah, as Gaseous is grappling the creature, Thaddeus is going to take a swan dive into it with supernatural accuracy and stab the creature. No, I can't see it. Of course, now it is invisible because I'm not there. Because Thaddeus can see invisibility, but not now. So these devils are going to flail into the air to see if they can get anything. Shall we target it? Is it available for targeting?
No, they flail around and hit nothing, basically. There's nothing to hit.
So it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, the reef claw's not going to do much. Oh, hang on.
Wait. So can they not? No, they can't find it. Can they find it?
Oh, maybe I've got it set to only on PC. Bugger. again, shall we? She drowns. Right. Sorry. New round. Actually, no, she wasn't bleeding out. Just gets to, she didn't, she just gets to make, well, actually, a vigor check means she's, actually, she is dead. Whether or not she's dead, we'll worry about later. She's definitely incapacitated. Just failed a vigor check, so she's drowning. Blood loss, but it's the same difference. Anyway, Sassafras, you've got hold of her. So you and drowning now.
Do you know, I wonder, I was hoping that somebody was going to have the card that brings back allied NPCs,
Can
but
I
only,
get
but
the sur-
only, but only say that they've got the card after everybody gives a eulogy after she's died. So she appears by going, "What are you all looking at?"
Right, okay, yeah. She's failed a figure check, so that's okay. So I need to do it right. She wasn't bleeding out. I did that just to make it.
It's okay if she dies, you know.
No.
Well,
I want to do it properly.
all I can do, I want to try to get her to the surface to get her face out of the water so she can breathe.
Okie dokie, that will be an opposed strength check because something else is basically holding on to her and not letting go. Make your strength check. Fair enough. Oh, there's a 6 in there. You know what? You might pull this off. You do.
Because you summoned up every bit of conviction in my little known body and just pulled.
When you say pull this off, are you referring to achieve this or pull off her arm?
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check. That it is a hazardous condition. Rules. Yep, you're fine.
And I've got the environmental protection on too.
Okay, so modules.
Yeah, Sassafras can breathe underwater for the next hour.
I know, but Vendra can't. She's already drowning.
Wow.
But my
That's the
point
whole
was
point.
to drag her to the surface. If I can get her to the surface, I'm going to have to call somebody bigger than me over to help haul her
Which
out
is
of the
when
water.
I put the blood loss in. I put the blood loss in because I thought that's the easiest way for it to do a straightforward vigor check automatically to decide whether she's in trouble or not. But of course, blood loss means you automatically die, and that is actually what happens when you drown. If you start drowning, you perish a number of rounds equal to your vigor die. Therefore, if you after you failed it, so therefore, can be resuscitated. So you can. There is a chance. I'm saying.
I'm just
Stop
trying now.
my rules wrong.
My whole move is I pulled her free. I beat on the strength.
You're both on the
test, okay,
surface. You're both on the
on the
surface.
surface, and I got her face out of the water, and I'm
Yes.
screaming for somebody to come help me.
Indeed. She won't actually drown anymore, but she is incapacitated, and her lungs are full of water.
Do you have
And Rudy's
environmental
just flapping
manipulation?
around above me, having a heart attack because he don't swim.
Does Sassafras have environmental protection? Sorry, environmental. No, let me try that a third time. Elemental manipulation.
No, I don't.
Shame.
All you need to all it takes is a healing spell at -2 to stop someone drowning.
I got to the surface and I got her face out of the water, so somebody else is going to have to help
Exactly.
me get her up
Yep,
onto the. Because I'm little.
Okay, Thaddeus, over to you.
So is my wand working? Is my wand? Say again.
Well, it's not rather personal.
Is Doris the broomstick working?
Yeah, because in that deactivating a magic item only is literally just turns it off. It comes back on again, doesn't it? Automatically. Magic items. That's literally what it does. It literally what happened is it goes dispel. The magic broom goes. I'm not a magic broom anymore. I'm not a broom with flying. I'm just a broom. So then you hit the ground, and then the broom levitates again after you bounce off the cobblestones.
Righty ho.
That's how I remember it.
In fact, no, it's irrelevant, isn't it? Let's multi-action.
Even if it was 2 rounds with a raise, it's still fine now.
Right, so if I move to there, technically I'm still within melee combat.
Means you need to make an athletics check.
For what?
It's hazardous. The rules for swimming are basically in a hazardous situation, which this thing thrashing around trying to break free is hazardous. It's an athletics check.
Right, okay.
Just viewers on.
Yeah, so yeah, multi-action penalty switched on.
Okie dokie. You're fine there.
I've targeted that, so it's going to do a defense roll. So, and then what I'm going to do is grab Vendra, and for the first action is we're teleporting out of here.
Okay.
So we're going to teleport other. And we're going to spend a Benny too. We'll teleport to there.
Okay.
And then for the second action, we are going to feed her. Potion of I'm going to waste it as well. A potion of major healing, which quite frankly she doesn't need, but I'm going to waste it anyway. Because that's the only one I've got, isn't it? Yeah, I have to be major healing she gets.
You just make a normal healing check and give her CPR.
Or better still, I
don't see why potion of magic. I'm just trying to think how pouring a liquid down someone whose lungs are full of water heals them, but it's magical, so yes, you can spend it and heal her. Yes.
I'm just thinking.
I don't have to think about it logically. A wizard did it.
Aye, so
yeah, so spend your potion of major healing if that's all you've got.
Or cast stabilize on her.
She's drowning. It's not about the wounds right now. It's the fact her lungs are full of water.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But it's going to. Yeah, let's just go major. Hey, it's only money at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. A potion of pouring a major potion of major healing down her will fix her because a wizard did it. Whereas stabilize won't basically stop you from drowning. It just stabilizes. You know what I mean? It will remove her incapacitation, but her lungs are still full of water. If that makes sense.
So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll give her major healing to make her recover.
Yep.
But herein is planted the doubt. I've just abandoned Lena, screwed the rest of the party because I've left them in the water fighting them, and I've just fucked off basically.
That's fair enough. Now I can turn off NPCs. I don't want every NPC under the sun making incapacitation rolls. But she wakes up. You and smiles. Okie dokie. That gets us to here.
Oh dear, that's the invisible thing.
Yeah, it's wandered off somewhere. Cheat.
You can still smell it though.
Can I smell which way it went?
Yeah. Well, you can smell it if you're close enough. My view is if you got close enough, you can.
Well,
Hmm.
do I at least smell which way it went past me?
One of those NPCs that just has. Oh, there's an NPC here. Who do you give? So I'm wondering. He's literally just stats for him, and that's it. Oh, that's because just a standard statted Rakshasa, but that's why he doesn't have any equipment or anything other than the bog standards. Okie dokie. So in that case, he doesn't have a potion of healing on him. He's just going to have to. That. You can't smell him, by the way. You can smell where he was. That's about it.
So he's not in the room.
No, he's not in the room. You can smell the. You could basically you can smell him. You can smell him on the devils to the north of you, where he obviously pushed past them to get out of the room.
Mm.
It's your go.
Well, I guess then I shall find the bar steward. Let's see if I can see him from there. I can continue moving once I find him.
Yeah, can't see him. It's really going that way. It's already quite faint. Actually, you can smell that he was in this area, but that's about it. I will say. And when you get to there, you've lost the scent.
Bugger. Okay then. How high
Well, you
above the
can
water
see it's
is
an awful lot of thrashing in the water over there.
Yeah, so that's down in
That's-
the water, isn't it?
Sassafras is in the water. There's bubbling in the water.
Well, maybe I need to help then.
Maybe you dumped in.
I'll go on then. Obviously, I'm not at the same height as Gastus.
No. You're on the surface.
Three-dimensionally.
We'll put you there because you're on the surface. You've got your head down. And you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see what Gastus is. Gastus is grappling that.
Ugly.
And somehow seems to have actually got it grappled.
Indeed.
Impressive.
Although it is about to.
Critically failed?
Fail to unshake, and therefore means it can't actually do anything.
Yay!
However, I suppose if it can't move, all it can do is sink.
Well, no, because I'll be staying naturally buoyant, thank you.
It weighs a bit more than you.
Nah, I'll be fine.
It's the size of a
Of a what?
horse.
Ah,
Right, because you didn't really pronounce the S at the end of that.
no, you didn't.
I did. I think my microphone cut me off somehow. Because
Your microphone made you very rude.
okay,
Yeah. How big was the thing that it's the size of?
horse.
Right.
Oh, it's alive.
Right.
Think-
So
Sorry, no.
So-
I suddenly remembered I had a lava lamp up in the loft for over a decade. Starting to work.
hooray. Right, well, since I've got it grappled. I can do my unarmed damage to it, and since it's vulnerable, I can sneak attack it by choking it out, or whatever you do to a reef claw, as a free action. So I'm going to do that,
Stick your hands in its gills.
which did basically nothing. So I'm going to spend a penny on it to try and damage it some more.
You just got lag.
Do nothing, and I'll spend one more penny, and can only roll 7s, which sucks.
Did you change to watercoloured dice because you're underwater?
Yes.
I have to give you a penny for that.
So you know what? I'll spend that penny on trying to hurt it a bit more.
Please roll a 7, it'll be funny.
No. But still not enough to hurt it, unfortunately. Never mind.
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to remain grabbing hold of it for now to try and let everybody else get out of the water. Blub, 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 blub.
It's bubbling and I've got a bit
Coming.
floating at the top, but that's about it. Oh, I can always. It's a proper Mathmos one, so in theory they still make models for their 1963 models. It's not
They're
that old.
brilliant.
So in theory, all I've got to do is take the buckle out, get the part, and they can send me a new buckle. So,
Cool.
They've got some really cool ones now. I want one of the projectors they do.
righty ho, it's a new round. Let's see what happens. Oh, it got a joker, which means I have a penny.
It still remains shaken.
But I got a penny. So I could use that
Come on,
penny.
boys and girls, all together. Boo!
Okay, I am going to attempt to break free. For flip's sake.
And that's a further -2 for using strength rather than athletics. So you've got a 0. So I don't need to resist that, do I?
You don't need to resist anything less than a 4.
I know.
Conviction's still on. I'm going to spend a penny to keep it going. Or do I just drop it on the conviction?
Yep.
And then I'm not that far away, and I'm still in the water, so I'm going to move over this way.
I hate that sound effect. I need to change it, and I need to change it now. Carry on.
See, move there.
It's not letting me target him.
Oh, hang on.
Who's got Vendra?
Thaddeus got her
Thaddeus.
from...
That's all right then.
Okay, I'll try this.
Well, basically, with your pace, you can't swim far enough down to get to it.
Says on the environmental protection I can move at my normal pace.
Oh, your normal pace. I apologise. Then of course you can. I do apologise. Yeah, because you're like in a bubble. You're protected. Yeah, you can move as if you're not in water. Yeah, good point.
Now she's Harry Potter. She's got like gills and flippers and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, you become aquatic basically, don't you? Which then means you can move at your pace. That's a hit with a raise upon the enormous reef claw. See if you can hurt it, which I'll find very funny, considering that Gastis couldn't. That's an awful lot of 1s there. But then there is a 6.
Which doesn't make up for it.
The little gnome comes down and shakes it, Gastis.
Well, that's my turn.
Did you poke it in the eye?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't expecting somebody else to sneak up on it. That's what
Okay.
shook him.
So your pace is, you can only swim down 3 inches this turn. Yeah.
If I dive in, or will I be able to increase that at all?
Unfortunately not. It's a reputation of not having environmental protection or the aquatic edge.
Bagger. But okay.
If you have any form of underwater ranged attack, you can still use it because you're only an inch away from it. It's below you. So in theory, if you've got a big heavy thing, you can just drop it.
I just looked at my combat tab to see what I've got. Piglet's still there.
Yes, I don't think you've got a piglet anymore. I shall get rid of the piglet from the combat.
But no, I don't have. Well, I've
Drop
got
a pig.
fire, but I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, drop a pig. No, I haven't got anything for distance. But it's
Yeah, let's douse. Yeah, it does say doused with water, so yeah, I don't think Alchemist Fire works underwater. No problem at all. Oh, the reef floor would have actually its turn. Thinking about it, we could just drag Gastus further down, but the Sassafras still could have reached it. Gets to Majenko, moving to there. Noticed. He has to fly down a bit once he comes outside that very large room.
it's all right. He doesn't feel the need to be as high anymore.
And then Thaddeus. Get rid of not drowning on Thaddeus.
So and then Thaddeus, and then there's another hindrance, isn't it? Inventory. Right, okay, then what he does is he'll fly. Into the water.
Using your broom, are you?
So is my conviction going to expire?
At the end of your turn, yes. Not until the end of your turn.
Right. Well, we might as well spend the last penny.
I decided just to have all convictions use the same sound effect. It makes life easier. It doesn't sound as bad as the foghorn.
Yeah. So he'll swim. He'll go in there. And it will be.
Are you flying across and then jumping off your broom? That's really asking. Otherwise, you can't get that far. I'm asking. Yeah. Well, fortunately.
No, what I was going to do was I was going to fly across and into the water.
Okay, well,
where apparently torpedo mode doesn't work.
Well, indeed. So you basically, I think, obviously, you hit the water. You hit the water in a massive belly flop, flumble down 3 inches, and then drop your sword. Basically.
Well, here's the funny thing. This will be the third time I've had a flying-related accident in this one combat.
I don't think flying's for you.
I don't think flying's for me. I think we need.
Definitely not.
I don't think I'll be. I don't think I'm going to get picked for Quidditch this year. I'm afraid.
Oh, you're Neville Longbottom, bless.
Gastus.
Right. So how far down are we? We're that far down. Okay. Being as I'm all like ambidextrous and that, can I draw one weapon and strike with it with my dagger, with it still being vulnerable, and then release it and swim off?
Well, readying a weapon, readying is a free action. However, you can't. You won't be grappled and won't be vulnerable if you do that. Because of course you can't grapple it while drawing weapons, if that makes sense.
Sorry, I'll just do the free damage to it then.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I'll put the bound back on. I thought you went on. Bound again.
Oh, look. 7.
7.
You know what? I'm going to spend my last penny to try and do more than 7 damage.
You did. That's the most you've done yet.
Yeah, still not enough to harm it. Oh, well,
No.
never mind. So then I'm going to release it and swim for the surface.
Release it and swim for the surface. Well, indeed. Okie dokie. Well, you get up 3 inches, don't you?
No, I get up 4 inches. Because I have a pace of 8.
There we go. Still not drowning, you'll be pleased to know.
I'm very pleased that I'm not drowning.
Let the bennies flow, says the bewildered badger.
Thank you.
So they do.
They flow much like the water into a reef claws wherever reef claws get water.
Yes. Really could do with some bennies, right? We need this fight to be over so we can have. You can have less bennies and I can have bennies. Wasserfrau. You can
Oh,
stab
I'm
it again
first
if you
again,
want.
and I'm still right there with him.
You are indeed.
Well, as long as he's alive, I'm going to keep my conviction going. And Justinius still has him grappled.
No, he doesn't. This is technically, but you still hit. I suggest you swim. Well, actually, it can grab you as. Actually, no, it's shaken, so you can hit it and swim up quickly if you want to.
Oh, I'm going to penny that.
Long time since I've seen a lava lamp heat up. I remember it goes all spiral at the top, but now it's just bulging. It hasn't actually started launching stuff up. I've got stuff floating at the top, and I've got stuff floating at the bottom.
Well, I
moving
swung
the
at him a
bottom.
few times to take his eye off of Gastinius, and I'm going to start moving back to the surface.
But you can swim straight back up to the surface. Well, because
Right back up to the surface. I did what I could, Gastinius. You're on your own now, dude.
It's all I'm focusing on in between things because I'm standing at my desk right in front of me. I got had it, and then I was reminded that where they are. So I know they're somewhere in America. They basically one of the IT companies has a wall, has a whole wall that's just covered in lava lamps, and they have a camera filming the lava lamps, and they have a camera filming the lava lamps. And the computer reads what the image somehow translates what it's launched its first globule up. My lava lamp works after 10 years of being in the loft. Basically, the cameras record the lava lamps, and because how a lava lamp moves is completely random, that some computer program uses that to generate truly random numbers. And the fact that people will come along, stop, and actually look at the lava lamps is actually factored into the how the computer calculates the algorithms. So it's all completely random. Let the benny slow my lunch break. I certainly will, Mr. Mac.
Now, when Sassafras yells down to Gastus, Gastus's response will be blub, 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 blub.
Gastus, you're only 1 inch below the water and you're not drowning. So you've still got 2 rounds of not drowning. So you're probably starting to feel the effects of holding your breath. But
well, I will haul myself up onto there.
Okie dokie. I will get rid of not drowning.
Well, no, I think I am still not drowning.
Sassafras.
Well, because Sassafras is still in the water, because that bridge is way up in the air, whereas this is a.
I'll go and stand on the one that Thaddeus is on.
I'm standing on the bit that's actually kind of just above water level.
Pulled myself to the surface. I don't know where that is, but the designation verbally was to the surface.
Now, where did the invisible fella go?
I can't think. I just dragged Aki to the map, and I just dragged Aki.
forgot
Oh,
my
no, good.
cat.
It is Aki. It is fine. Okay.
You forgot. You
I
forgot
will
my
answer
cat.
that question back.
Hang on. Isn't it me?
It
It
is.
is you.
I got confused then. Okay.
No,
There you
no,
go,
no. It's just
high-res
about.
token.
I'm just adding. I'm just adding Aki to the map. That was all. He's just moving himself.
Right.
He's obviously
I see.
just deciding exactly where he was when all this action was going on.
I am going to swim down the extra 2. I am going to dig my front claws in and then shred his belly with my back claws, the way cats do when they've got a toy.
I mean, like you're going to rake it.
Yes.
Okay, you swim down the extra 2. Yeah, target it. Yeah, yeah, target it, and then go for it.
I can do better damage than that. Although
Not
it
if
is
you're
a
like me, you
wound.
can't.
It is a wound, but I've got loads of bennies, so I'm going to see if I can do better.
It's those sharp claws that make the difference.
It is. One more try. That's better. That's what I was going for.
Well, that makes my life easier. Okay, so at that point there, get them out of the way. That makes life easier. I can do all that. I can get turn off the broom of unstable. Okay, I can garners.
Was that layer or the thingy? Says Cass, just looking at the blood blooming in the water.
Why have you got a parry plus 1 in square brackets as an effect? Is that because something was temporary fix? Oh no, because of the boost fighting.
Yeah, because of the boost fighting.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll swim back up and climb onto the dock. And then
looking a bit drowned. Yeah, looking a bit drowned.
It is going to take me so long to sort my fur
Come
out.
on, get off.
Righty.
Mistress Leia, you appear to have red on you.
That thing's disgusting.
Okay, right.
I'll walk down to this end of the dock where the water's cleaner and splash myself with some of the fresher water to get rid of the ick.
There's still the issue of the invisible thing.
It ran off.
Would you like to make a notice check, Gastus?
I would.
Remember that secret door you found over there?
Yeah.
It's closed.
It's closed, is it?
Yes.
Curses! It's gone that way!
Thaddeus, why are you still underwater?
Leap. Carry on running.
Hang on, isn't that leap a really, really long way up? Because of the whole weird platform thing.
No. That's yes.
Well, with the run up and my boots
with the run
springing,
with the run up, you smack into the 6-inch high wall.
Hang on, with the run up and my boots of leaping and springing, which let me leap a double distance and get +2 to jumping, I've got a raise and jump double distance. So I think I've made it.
What's your vertical height allowance?
It's double normal, which is 1 inch or 2 inches with a raise. So it'll be 2 inches or 4 inches with a raise.
Okay, so that's basically you jump, you clear 4 inches and still see 12 feet of wall above you as you smack into it and land in the water with a splash.
Sploosh. Blah, 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 blah.
I collapse into heaps of laughter and unable to stop.
Thank you. 3 whole points of falling damage. As you splash into the water. Ding, 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 swing, splash. Yeah. If you remember, yeah. if you remember, to get up to there, you need to either have a broom of flying, or you have to go all the way. Stop the tokens a sec. We won't point out that I forgot that and cheated. What am I looking for? That you have to go
Why did you
there,
make me giggle
to
for
there,
such a long time?
and that.
Right. Oh well.
Get to there.
Then I'll start going that way instead.
Wait, tokens are unlocked, so it's not a problem.
I might be a while following you. I'm still giggling.
Yeah, tokens are unlocked because you've cleared all the threats around here.
Then I shall open the secret door and follow down the tunnel, cursing as I go along.
Okay, right. You all get
Hello.
advancement.
We got advances.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yay! I've been waiting for this one.
Shadow Dod's a 3, eh?
You got even more powers now.
I can whoop.
You can swoop.
Oh, it's one word for it. You can maybe bamf.
Bolt.
I don't
Or you can cast
Bamf.
bolts, blast, illusions, summon ally. Oh, you can bamf. You can teleport.
Yeah, I can bamf.
Is that teleport only in shadow?
Yes, I can walk into one shadow and walk out of another.
Ooh, I can cast darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got one better than that from their previous advance.
Yeah, if I'm in any subdued lighting, I can heal better.
They get a free soak roll every time they're injured in dim lighting or darker.
Okay, yeah, so you got your 10 shadow points. Okay, so you basically you've now got 2 mystic powers for all intents and purposes. Actually, yeah, you got Shadow Force mystic power, and you've got Monk mystic powers. Oh, hey. Did anyone else get? Aki gained favors powered druid. And Sassafras increased a spirit. Walker gained Elan. Elan's a nice one to get. And you gain Duelist number 2. What does Duelist number 2 give you?
Not a great deal. Duelist number 2 means that
It's like a stepping stone for the next one, is it?
Yeah, Duelist number 2 means that anyone I injure gets pace -2.
Now, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give back those last 2 sets of bennies you were all awarded.
Oh, thank you. What a lovely GM we have.
Give myself an extra 1. Duelist 2. A foe shaken or wounded by the duelist reduces his pace by 2 until healed. That's quite interesting. Especially as that's going to be one I'm easily going to forget about. Okay. You really forgot how close you were. I really forgot. Yes. Yeah, but pace and even a pace effect on an NPC doesn't actually mean I remember that.
Automatically, no.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is either going to work brilliantly or it's not going to work at all. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. This is going to get very interesting. And I must admit, I forgot how close you were to getting to this new level.
Did Blast change its name?
Did what change its name?
Blast.
Nope.
No.
Why isn't it on the powers list then?
Don't tell me I forgot. Powers
Neither
list.
is Summon Ally.
Didn't I give you the module for the Shadow Dancer powers, babe?
Record, I can see Blast.
No.
I can see Blast.
Okay, maybe I've not got something loaded.
Have you got a filtering going on at the group at group level?
Can't see it. No, I've got uncategorized at the maybe that's it.
Uncategorized would basically only show stuff that you've is custom. It all should
Got it.
give you everything.
Thank
I'll
you.
give you a module with all the shadow powers for next week, babe.
Thank you.
Right. See if this works. This could get interesting. Be interesting. If it works, I'll be ecstatic. If it doesn't work, well, I've got. So, party sheet. We just do that. I think some of you might still be stuck in walls. And then let's just delete. It's not easier. And then to the tunnel curves sharply to the north here, ending in a set of large bronze doors, each carved with images of tigers.
Is there meant to be line of sight on that? Will this be? This is going to be that bit where he said things will rotate if we pull the things. Look, tigers in circles.
A snarling tiger's head looked out. But I don't know. Record.
But where's the lions and bears?
Oh my!
And
Modules. And then you'll need to reboot.
um, right. That's what some of the outside area of. I'm just going to put you all there inside the bloody place because I don't. But back to one of those too small for a party of four sort of type map. There you go. That's got everyone in. All missing. There we go. That fixes the slight issue. What was going on?
You're welcome, babe.
I think that's fixed it now. Thaddeus, I can see. If you're not Thaddeus, you might be in total darkness. Right, there we go. I think it's working now. Everyone up to?
I want to go and have a look at this door. Is it locked or can I push it open?
You can push them open.
Then I shall do so. And if it's all darkly dark down here,
You better
I
activate your torch.
I shall snap one of my glow sticks. I mean, sun rods. Effects, because that's the effect of a light power.
Yeah.
I live for the
Madama!
dark.
God, that's bright.
And I shall step through the doors,
Okay.
saying, "Here,
Um,
kitty, 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 kitty."
What?
Not
Two
you, Leia.
statues, each depicting a tiger-headed man standing alcoved to either side of the doors, their arms wide as if to usher visitors forward into the room beyond.
They like their statues, these folks, don't they? Very nice. I do like a statue.
Yeah, I'm going to wear the Mask of the Mantis again because it's the best welding mask I've got.
You're not going to bite my head off, are you?
It's not that. He's bloody using lights again, isn't he? Could have won an instant suntan.
Yeah, I know. These humans with their reliance on eyesight.
Both these statues are recognizable as the same figure from the temple you've just had that fight in.
Hmm.
But now I need to. So,
Have you seen that Humble Bundle Pathfinder 2 thing?
yes, I was talking about it earlier. 28 quid gets you 500 quid's worth of Pathfinder stuff.
And a Fantasy
And-
Grounds license.
And a Fancy Grounds license and a 3-month trial of. Which reminds me, actually, I've got a free Fantasy Grounds license if someone wants it. Already got 2. I don't need a 3rd. I bought the bungalow.
Probably not. No.
Have a
Bewildered
competition. Have a competition.
Yeah.
Whoever can give us the most bennies in a single session.
badger.
Okie dokie. Well, the problem is anyone. Yeah, I was about to say something that didn't make sense, so that's fine. Okay. Okay. I basically I've been on a training course today, so I didn't get enough prep time. So I did, and I forgot how close you were to this bit of the dungeon, and I forgot to read it up. So I'm just having to remind myself now. I apologise. Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll just do. Sorry.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, it takes a lot of damage. Okay. Okey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works. We'll see how well it goes. Right. I've lost my GM map. GM map. Oh, it'll be here. There was some. I made a new version of the map, which is the one you're using right now. You see, and I haven't put the pins on it yet, so I need the GM's map. Tell me what. Okay, so there you go. Yeah. So both those statues are the same as the statue that was, in that altar room. There we go. Else doing?
Anything particular up ahead that I will be, or is it just sort of blank walls once we've got past the fancy statues?
Well, there appears to be 2 more alcoves just ahead of you.
Okay, well I will step forwards and have a peer into the alcoves.
2 alcoves open on either side of this otherwise empty room. In one alcove, a long lever with an ebony handle protrudes from the wall.
Well, I'm sure he mentioned something about levers. What's the worst that could happen, says Gastus, and pulls the lever.
Okay, Gastus pulls the lever. Right, so
Why do you keep saying that?
bottom left is you.
Earthquake!
That puts you there and puts you there. Okay. Oh, please tell. Yeah, it didn't bloody work. Oh, it did, but then I broke it somehow.
You didn't rotate it, you moved it. Whatever it was.
Yeah, I did rotate it, but then moving you guys moved the wall because I was on the wrong level, I think. This is what I haven't tested this yet. So rotate that like so. And then look at the walls. No, it does. No, I'm sure when I tested it, it worked before. The rotation's broken.
It's not rotating around the correct point.
Nah. Don't know why. It worked beautifully when I tested it. Oh, hang on. Oh, help. Have I moved the rotation point? I had it work. When I tested it, it worked. I even tested the line of sight, so we might have to use the non-rotating map, which is a real shame. Or turn off line of sight, and you just have to pretend the walls are there. You know what I mean?
So what? So why do you have to rotate it then?
Oh, dungeon
Actually
rotates.
move your roomy thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing you pull the lever and bits of the map rotate, and therefore you've got to pull the levers right to solve the puzzle to get through.
So bottom right worked beautifully. Top left rotates that way. And let's check the walls. And that works. So I don't know why that one doesn't. I don't know why that one's not rotating around the right axis. I'll have to work it out in a minute. And that one, top
We're
right.
studying a cardboard cutout of Mr. Blobby.
Oh dear. That's the last thing we want to be stood
Okay, yeah,
inside.
it's gone very. I don't know why those ones aren't rotating right, so I just have to give up on this. I thought I'd fixed it. I spent hours on this bloody map trying to get the rotation working. Got it working.
Maps are the hardest part of online gaming.
Something's wrong when it rotates. That's the problem. Why? When it's rotating, it's losing its moving when it's. You know, that's rotating okay. It's just the.
The line of sight isn't rotating with it.
But the thing is, the line of sight's rotating perfectly on two of them, but not on the other two. Really
Is
frustrating.
the line of sight on the other two on a different layer?
Each rotating. Oh, no, each rotate. Oh, crap. Have I got the line? Oh, that's a horrifying fault. No.
How come
Right.
I can't see on this map?
Right. It's dark.
And dark isn't dim. And if you've only got low light vision, pitch darkness you can't see in.
Well, that's meant that I can't see my token.
That could be because it's underneath somebody else.
However, I can cheat and do that. I suppose.
Not sure what that did.
I now need to put you two back in the right place. Now the map's rotated, and I think everything should work properly. Yeah.
Where did everybody else go?
It should be pointed out. It should be pointed out for everyone else that's down here. Should be pointed out for everyone else who's down where you are at the moment. There is now a solid wall in front of you.
Where did everybody else go? Curses! I'm going to have to pull this lever again until we can see them again and get them all in here before I pull the lever again after that.
You basically pulled the lever and it went down. The lever is now stuck down.
Well, I'm going to push the lever up in the hopes that it will take us back to being able to see everybody else again.
The lever doesn't move.
Cadence balls!
Yeah, don't split the party.
Oh, well.
Looks like we're on a run then.
Oops.
Is there a way through there?
Can you see a way through?
No, that looks like a solid wall.
It is a solid wall.
So the lever will not move at all? Oh joy!
Can I have a wander off? Let's have a wander off down the steps.
Steps. There aren't any steps.
What's that then?
Probably a bug on. It's a bug on the map because there's a line. There aren't. That's the wrong map. There's no bloody steps.
So what's
There you
that?
go.
There you go. That's better.
You're
So
on about.
we're in a dead end.
Yes. How did that
Well,
vanish?
that's not good. That's not good at all.
Will you
is it?
stop
Are we trapped?
getting very wound up?
I certainly hope not. But
The
this
room
lever doesn't
starts
seem
to
to want
fill
to move.
with water. A poisonous gas comes in
Shush!
from the top. And there are piranhas in here too.
Gastus!
Not moving.
Gastus! Gastus, the veins are popping out on your forehead.
Okay,
I'll
what's
try
everyone else?
pulling it then.
What's everyone else doing?
We can't see him though, so we can't really follow him because we don't have light.
Well, you can walk forwards if you want, but all that will happen is you'll just walk into a stone. There's a wall of stone in front of you.
Oh, I guess all we can do is sit here and wait for whatever they did.
See if I can
Oh.
notice anything operational that we can use. Maybe they'll leave
A minute after
down.
Gastus pulls the lever, it starts ratcheting back up.
Oh, well, maybe we should try that again then. I mean, it can't get any worse, can it? Says Gaston.
No.
And once the lever's ratcheted up, he pulls it again.
I'm too
Right, hang on.
weak to teleport everybody. I
Top-
mean, if you give us a
top
break,
right.
we sit down for long enough, I could teleport people through the wall. But just
Good point. I can actually teleport us out. Well,
Hang
I can
on.
teleport me out.
Yeah, you
Hang
can't
on,
teleport
what's
me out,
going
you can
on here?
teleport you out.
I'm going to undo everything because something's gone through. I think I'm still going to give up with
That's
this
the
bloody
good
map.
news. We're not going to starve to death. Just you.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Something's going very
Now
wrong
I'll
here.
come back and give you food.
Okay,
Great.
that explains everything.
Once Leia has teleported away, I'll say, great, she's going to bring me a dead mouse.
Okay, I see what's gone. Oh, right. Problem is that's probably just destroyed all the line of sight as well, hasn't it? I've been trying to give up on the whole rotating rubbish. It's just too much hassle. I nearly had it working, but I can't make it. I know why it doesn't work. I don't think I can fix it today. Annoyingly. Yeah, things went wrong. There should have been a way through for you guys, so yeah. I'm giving up on the rotating dungeon because it doesn't bloody work. For the record, the original Path D20 version doesn't rotating dungeon, so I'm afraid there's no rotating dungeon because it's just too Fantasy Grounds just can't cope with it, unfortunately. And in all fairness to Fantasy Grounds, it's not so much Fantasy Grounds' fault as the fact that
Each thing you've got to rotate has got to have its own line of sight on that layer only.
It does. That's not the issue. The issue is, for some reason, the Fantasy Grounds hasn't treated the images as all the same size, even if they were. So when it's rotating, it's not rotating around the center because some of the images are really big, and I don't know why. Plus the fact that regardless how long you try and carve up the map, the map they provide doesn't actually rotate properly. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, the actual
it doesn't tessellate properly when you rotate it anyway.
So I was just trying to be clever. I'm going to give up on it, and I'm just going to leave it exactly the same as you get in the D20 Pathfinder version, which is a non-rotating map because it's a darn sight bloody easier. which is a shame
Okay,
because
so
if I could have made it work, it would have been really, really, really cool. But I can't
would have
make it
been, yeah.
work. I can't make it work.
Aye,
And
but it seems kind of a bit pointless if the original, because we've got to stick with the original artwork. We can't change it.
Yeah.
If the original artwork doesn't facilitate it, then there's not a lot we can do.
Well,
Well, no,
I guess with the original artwork, you could cut the rooms out and rotate them by hand.
no,
in post,
well,
couldn't
no,
you?
no. To be honest, the best example I can get is basically what people used to do was redraw the map and then have the bits that rotate on circular pieces of paper that you pin down. This is pretty much what they describe doing. You don't actually use the original artwork as a map. Mind you, then because the original map was never big enough to put minis on anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, the only problem with this version is
I've just figured it out. So line of sight doesn't need to rotate.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Trust me on this. It doesn't.
It does because line of sight has to rotate because when the rooms rotate, walls become open, walls have to close and other areas have to open. Line of sight doesn't rotate. You can't walk through the holes it creates. The whole point is as they rotate.
But you can put lockable doors on, can't you?
It doesn't work. Anyway, you're using the non-rotating version.
You just change which doors open.
You have to see the map. You can't do it. I tried everything. Without rotating, it doesn't work. Without rotating it, it doesn't work. And anyway, you can't rotate it. You can't rotate it.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. You can't rotate. The artwork doesn't allow proper rotation anyway, so it's pointless.
Well,
I was just desperately trying. I was desperately trying to do it, but you can't. Well, the GM's map shows these lovely circles that supposedly rotate, but the actual player's map, you can't. I have not managed to get the circles the right size to make it work. If you know what I mean. I think the problem is
all these maps are they're hand drawn from about 20 years ago.
Exactly, and you can't have perfect. You can't have perfect circles. You can't have perfect circles on hand-drawn maps. Anyway, so the levers are still there, but they don't do shite anymore. So anyway, rant over. Let's get on with the dungeon. I will, if I can fix the rotating one, we'll give it to you another time. But anyway, so now instead, there's a pool over here. So
Well,
you open the door, open through. Yep.
This lever's really rather disappointing. Are we on the map again?
Sorry, it's a new map, isn't it? There you go. So. A 5-foot diameter pool of crystal water nearly fills this small circular room. In one sec.
Where did you come from?
Who were you talking to?
These people on the map.
Well, when my mother and father met each other, they loved each other very much and they cuddled in a special way.
Oh.
Talking about the birds and the bees.
No, the humans.
Oh, boring.
Where am I?
You're under someone else.
There you go.
Yes.
Don't forget the wonders of Pathfinder maps.
So,
Wonders of Pathfinder maps. Not big enough for a party of 4, let alone a party of 6.
Yeah. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check and see if that is fresh water. This requires an unskilled survival roll. I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, how'd you going to know?
How are you going to know if it's fresh water?
Taste it.
I was going to just.
It's lethal poison. You die.
Oh. I had a good run.
It's crystal clear water.
That
Crystal
doesn't mean
meth
it's not poisonous.
brewed by Walter White.
You can detect. I think you can detect arsenic by the smell of it because it smells like almonds, but you can only check it once, obviously.
Now, what I'm saying is, I'm telling you from your unskilled survival check, it's crystal clear water.
Okay, well, I will dip a finger in and taste some.
Leah might be able to tell if it's fresh
Unless
water.
somebody stops me, I will
No,
dip a finger in and taste them.
No, Leah might be able to tell whether or not it's fresh water.
Have a look.
No, you can smell it.
That was a figure of speech.
You can use your kitty senses to see if it's actually, would you drink it?
Gastus, you don't feel so good.
I don't. Oh dear.
What did you do, Gastus? That's
Crystal clear water. It burns your tongue but is now burning your throat as that single drop slivers down your esophagus.
Well,
and you suffer a point of fatigue.
I think I'll stick with the mead, says Gastus, and drink some of his mead. Sorry, my lord. Caden, water in moderation. Alcohol also in moderation, but more than the water. Oh,
I don't
dear.
think Hayden is going to mind in this circumstance.
No, clearly drinking that water was a bad idea.
Think it was poisonous?
I think it was non-alcoholic.
Two doors lead from this rectangular room. Okay.
Well, I actually asked for a reason, but I won't go into it if you're going to be a smart aleck.
Yes.
Okay.
I need. If anyone's under this, if anyone's under this circle,
The entire bloody map's under that circle.
yeah, you get to make a vigor check.
Hooray! I love vigor checks. They're my favourite.
As you're all racked with pain.
Scream.
Oh no, I'm going to re-roll that.
That's just Anaya screaming.
No, I'm going to Benny it just to see if I can do better.
Didn't you critically fail it?
No, I didn't. I got a 1, but I only got a 1.
Conviction should be off by now, shouldn't it?
I thought you got 2 1s out of 3.
Yes, it should be. Did I miss your conviction? You lucky. The environmental question.
What is it, Mistress Leia?
Oh, sorry. I need to put on the environmental because that still will be going.
Oh, I'm sure it does, but you didn't drink the water.
Okay, so let's have a look here. Leia failed her vigor check. Sassafras failed the vigor check. Gastus failed the vigor check. Gastus made the vigor check. Sassafras made the vigor check. Aki failed and then made the vigor check. So Leia, you're racked with pain and suffer a point of fatigue.
Sorry, did I have to make a vigor check too?
Yes, you do.
Oh right, sorry.
And so did Vendra, and so do all the dragons and Cease.
I was that far back. I thought I'm safe. Right.
No, I said anyone under the area of effect. So there's the area of effect.
Okay.
So now you can all make vigor checks for your dragons. Well, Thaddeus is okay. Cease is okay. Or Genius
screaming too.
Yenko screams or Genius screams.
In fact,
Okay. Well, since Leia's screaming and something said, I'm going to look around to see if there's anything I can see that might have caused this.
Rudy's fine.
If anyone, well, you can make an occult check.
That's an occult check, is it? Not a notice check. I got a really good notice check.
Well, yeah, you see something now. You can make an occult check. There's some sort of symbol appears to have activated in this room. You don't know what it is.
Right. Well,
I think it could be a symbol of pain.
Yeah, I think it might be as well. Being impulsive, I'm going to go and scratch it out so that it's no longer active, assuming that that's going to work. Whether or not it does is another thing entirely. But where's the symbol? I will go and scratch it out and make it not a symbol anymore. The circle was
It's activated. So I think it's activated, so it's probably inert now anyway. It doesn't say it reactivates, so.
Right. Well,
Okay, there's two doors.
Important safety tip. Whoever made this place was an absolute git. Right. I think it's time I had a drink.
If you have a
There's
drink in
lovely
every room
crystal,
we go through, you're
lovely
going to
crystal clear water back there if you want to drink.
No, I'm going to drink my, well, it's deleted now, my potion of healing with cure poison. I'm keeping the neutralized disease one for later, but the cure poison one's getting drunk.
I'll check this
Okay.
water to see if it's anything wrong with it.
And then I'm going to have a look at the door and see if it's trapped. I shall examine it.
Beautifully, it's a beautiful crystal
no,
clear
it can go
water
whenever it
pool.
wants.
You know, the workmanship in this place is great, but whoever the workman was a sadist. Gastus says, examining this door very carefully to see if it's got anything dodgy about it at all.
That doesn't work if it stuff doesn't. Okay. You do not believe there are any traps upon that door.
Right.
That's not really been a particular proof so far in this dungeon.
No, this is true. So let's open this door nice and delicately, being absolutely careful around the locks, which could have all kinds of things on them. And, well, yeah, I'll be as delicate as I can, says Gastus. Takes a step back and runs at it and then boots the door open.
You make me choke.
3 large wooden chests, their lids decorated with carvings of cavorting tigers, sit against the wall of this room. Some sort of message seems to be carved on each lid. Colourful frescoes on the wall opposite the chest depicts hundreds of tigers marching in widening circles around a single green gem the size of a fist, set in the wall and carved to resemble a tiger's head.
My, isn't this meant to look tempting? Well, we can either avoid them completely. Anybody read this language? I'm guessing I don't.
Because it isn't, I bet you it isn't a language that is in the Pathfinder list of languages.
Probably not.
They like doing that.
It's in foreign.
It is, but then they did that with what everyone's supposed to speak in the first campaign, didn't they?
Yeah, Thessalonian.
Yeah.
But Abyssal Celestial, if they're of any use.
Yeah, but no one speaks no one can read or speak Voldrani. Voldrani, I should say.
Isn't that what you do to your socks?
Anyone has speak languages?
I certainly don't.
Anyone back there good at reading incredibly rare foreign languages?
The annoying thing is, it's not an incredibly rare foreign language. It's just basically they didn't put it on the list of the standard list of languages, so no one knew to pick it. Do you know what I mean? That's the only annoying thing.
Would academics help with that at all?
Well, I grew up as an orphan, so I could only speak Common, and then after the Duck incident, somehow I can understand Celestial and Inferno and Draconic. I don't know why.
Maybe you can understand this as well. Perhaps you don't know. You've never tried.
So apparently I understand the language of angels and demons. I have no idea why.
Well, this looks like it's definitely a trap of some kind, so I suggest we leave it well enough alone. This is me saying that.
Most individuals speak several languages. Instead of languages being skills, you know a language or you don't. All characters know common. Just say you know a language or you don't. All characters know common, comprehension, intimidation, persuasion. So supposedly, from that interpretation, if you don't speak the language, you don't get it. But then because it's only the common languages of. What I'm gonna have to do one day is work out a list of languages and work out what they are. So, Yeah, each chest has some writing on it. The thing that annoys me is I bet, pretty much like it probably did in the original one, I'm fairly, and I didn't see it with you guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if no one picked up on it. It wouldn't surprise me, like it said in the original one, somewhere it says, speaking, being able to read Voldrani is advisable in the D20 version of the player's options. Remember, they sort of had a freebie, didn't they, for each adventure path? I do know it did mention that Facilonian would be useful in the Rune Lords one, so it wouldn't surprise me if they said the same thing. And if whenever they do the next adventure path, I'll have to make sure you guys get a copy of it and make sure that if it says such and such language might be useful,
we get to know that.
Yeah.
So, are you opening that door? Are you, Cease? I mean, feel free. It'll probably explode or something, or be a dog, or a cucumber.
What was in that last thing you drank, Gastus?
Well, you're a cat. Aren't you scared of cucumbers?
No. I don't particularly enjoy them, but they don't frighten me.
I thought cats were scared of cucumbers.
Are
They
they though?
evolved.
You seem to have some really rather strange thoughts. I'm beginning to
Because
think
the
you're
cats
thinking
think of them
chess.
as snakes, or the theory is they think they're snakes or
Yes,
something.
that is it.
Is that what we know it is, or is that just what we think it? Not that we'll ever
that's
know.
the theory.
No, it's because
Yeah.
they don't like being surprised.
Mm.
or
Well,
eaten.
yeah, but they really react to a cucumber just lying there doing nothing. Not all of them, but some of them.
I've never seen a cat react to a cucumber, so I don't know. You see, it's been many a year.
My cat doesn't
Really?
react to cucumbers unless I
You've not
throw
seen
it
an
at him.
online video of it?
Well, no, I haven't. I've never actually looked, but no, it's
funny.
how old am I?
You got to sneak. The people sneak up
It's
behind them.
been
and put
about
the
it's been
cucumber.
about 30. Not 30, about 25 years since I've lived with a cat. So,
I've got cats and dogs living together now. Oh,
yeah, no, I don't. It's I left home. Grew up with cats, but once since I left home. My wife promised her cat when it was dying she never. She was a
Wow.
child at the time.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Well,
so Six
if
is guarding the door.
Well, in that case, I'm going to try and nudge Cease out of the way and take a look at this door in much the same way as I did the last one.
Okay.
Do you want my notice roll in the tower then?
Yeah, why not? That's much more fun like that because then you get to ponder. Seems okay.
Right, I'll treat it in the same way as the last one.
Cease is in the way. You'll probably trip over him if you do that.
I'm gonna nudge Cease out the way, and then if Cease doesn't move, go.
Banzai.
Right. Well, at least that one didn't explode in my face.
It's another useless
Anybody else?
lever over there.
Anybody else that wants to open doors is certainly welcome to. No? No volunteers?
Are you getting a
Right.
phobia of doors?
No. Just a phobia of Rakshassan architects.
The walls of this 20-foot long corridor are decorated with row upon row of tiger heads. Each head appears to be that of an actual once living tiger. The heads are remarkably well preserved. Their gaping mouths and glaring eyes even appear to be moist.
that's got to be a trap, surely.
Does anybody know anything about magical taxidermy? Because,
Magical taxidermy?
well, look, stuffed animal heads that look still alive. I'm sure if I push Master Nominage down the corridor ahead of me here, he'll get bitten by one of them.
So did
Get
the
bitten by
people?
something if you do that, yeah.
By
Maybe
the
I
way,
should-
did
maybe I
people
should
look
try
in the
pulling this
chests?
Maybe I should try pulling this lever. Don't
Wait.
touch the chest. They're an obvious trap.
Touch the chest. Touch it. Touch it.
But how do you know the chests are a trap?
Done, you just guessed.
Okay, I don't know for certain, but I suspect incredibly strongly, and if I touched them, somebody would call me stupid for touching them if they blew up in my face or were covered with a contact poison, or if I opened them and a cloud of gas came out and I choked, or if they were filled with sharp, pointed teeth and big tongues that attacked me. So I'm not going to touch the chests because I think it's a really bad idea. Now, if you want to touch
Quack,
the chests, feel free.
quack. The duck's calling. The chest. There's a duck in the There's a duck in one of the chests.
Evil. I just have a large floating globule at the top, but other than that, it seems to be.
Okay, I'm gonna
Save me
peer
some money.
around at these stuffed animal heads in a kind of paranoid manner, and see if I can see anything that looks like they might do what I suspect they're going to do.
No,
it's
it's obviously a trick of the light. Now you look at them again, they're definitely
right.
not
See
moving.
the chests, right? This is my reasoning for why I think the chests are interesting, right? Because there's nowhere else to
One way to
go
know.
but bar down the corridor with the tigers, and there's a lever, right? But how do we
Right.
not know there's ropes in the chest?
Well, we don't.
Take a closer look.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a trap. They're definitely going to bite you as soon as you move down there.
Yep, you're right, Gustus.
Okay, well, they're still covered in fur, aren't they?
Yes. Not sure how that helps.
Well, no, lady, you notice that it seems to be as soon as after the first person
By the way,
steps foot into the.
Is there any undead?
No, basically, as Leia's standing there, she notices that basically the pressure plate. It doesn't tell me how it tells me how it activates, but it doesn't actually tell me how it. Oh, it's basically magical.
Resisted it.
Well, it's a
Is
magical
it an
trap.
avoidable pressure plate?
Technically, nothing's going to happen with the levers because I haven't got. It's meant to make the dungeon rotate, but the dungeon's not. The rotations don't work. So you pull the lever, there's a loud chunk, and nothing happens. If it's
How do you like
magical,
that
it's
idea?
not. If it's magical, it's not pressure plated. But the thing is, it says its type is magical. Notice check at -2, which I rolled for you, and you spotted. So therefore, you noticed it was. You worked out there was a trap. No, I think that might need trap sense, but I buggered it up. So there you go. It then does say thievery check, yes, which implies
Can be
thief
disarmed.
I have
disarmed.
thievery.
Well, that could be roll a thievery check, and
I'm
you know
just
you can get
trying to
past.
I
remember
am
if it's.
Bennying that.
I'm trying to remember if you're meant to have trap sense to trap. That's the only bit I can't remember.
No, trap sense gives you a bonus to noticing traps and a bonus to avoiding them if they're triggered.
What's its answer? It's 151. How's it doing then? Right, mechanical, magical, haunt. Notice check, yes or no, with any modifier to detect the presence of a trap. So the success allows the hero to react before the trap or haunt is triggered. So yeah, for Gastis, you didn't notice the trap, but Leia does. That's the whole point.
Mhm. Yeah.
Leia made a thievery check. So thievery check, yes or no, with any modifiers, the thievery roll dice needed to succeed in disabling the trap. Apparently, although it's -2 to notice the trap, there apparently are no penalties to disarming the trap. Therefore, Leia disarms the trap.
I guess it
Right
must be a
now.
case of once you know it's there. In this case, it's don't stand
Yeah.
on that bit and don't stand on that bit, and it won't go off.
Well, it's a magical thing. Apparently, it triggers automatically in 1 round after someone sets foot in the chamber.
Ah.
The tiger heads writhe out on long serpentine necks in a horrific swarm of scales, fangs, and fur.
So what you're saying, Leia, is if I smash them to bits from over here, they won't attack us.
No, what I'm saying is I've disarmed it. They're safe now.
They don't have arms, they have teeth.
Augustus.
Okay, you're saying it's safe to go down the corridor and nobody's going to get eaten by dead cats.
For the record, Vendra can read the traps. Not the traps, the text on the chests.
Useful. See? Perfectly safe.
Sorry,
Vendra can
what?
read. Vendra can read Voldani.
Oh yeah. Vendra can read Voldani.
So she can read
So-
what's written on the chests.
So what's written on the chest?
And she is a thief, don't forget.
Yeah, no, but she doesn't have thievery.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. What is written on the chest? Do you know what? For a module that's unlocked, for a module that's set to not be read-only, why are the bloody entries still locked? That winds me up, that does. Okay, so what I have to do now, this is what I've worked out I can do. If I go to story, then go to uncategorize, I can then drag this story entry in here. That creates a unlockable version. Hey, there we go. And then I can actually do what I forgot to do, which is make them readable. So there you go. What I should have done. I need to fix that in the real module. There you go. That's what she says they say.
I hate to say it, Lair, but we seem to have found a dead end.
You know, yeah.
Why would they trap a dead end?
Well, they probably wouldn't. I'm thinking the architects of this place were insane, but maybe they're. Oh, let's start knocking on the walls, see if any of them are hollow.
Why don't
shall
we, hang on, wait a minute, inventory, potion of environmental protection, anybody?
Sorry.
Sassafras is still under the effects of one. You two can make notice checks if you're searching for. Oh, you're searching for traps.
So if Sassafras opens the right chest,
Then you're going to have to come and get Sassafras and tell her that.
yeah, you're just right
Fine
there,
if
on you know.
if she's attacked by water.
Well, yeah, because she cast environmental protection to protect herself from the water that she went into.
Ah, here we go. Let's see if I can open this.
It's not that. It's just it says the right chest, breathe deep as your salvation. I reckon opening the chest has got poison gas.
If I need a thievery roll to open
I
this,
don't have that
I
kind of.
will
It's
bend
only
it.
protection from drowning, being able to breathe underwater.
Now, environmental protection protects you from all environments for the duration of the spell. You drank it
thought
and
you had
dove
to
into the
choose
water.
So
No.
I would be able to do that.
I reckon you can open the right chest, and I reckon it's probably poisonous gas, and you're going to be immune to it.
Don't
Let
recommend
me
It
see.
standing
says
close
breathe
to it. Then.
deep as your
If
salvation.
you're sure of that, then if she wants to make sure it's unlocked, and because if it's poisonous
party
gas,
split
it
up in
could fill
multiple
the room,
places.
and
It's
you
really
don't
helpful.
any of you want to be in here.
Yeah, but it says breathe deep as your salvation. But does that mean to say that breathing it in is a good idea or breathing it in is a bad idea? Taking a deep breath so you don't breathe it in, or you do need to breathe it in.
Drinking this
Or
potion
maybe
allows.
breathe in, hold your breath when you open it.
There's the actual description.
Yeah.
And what does life within but death without mean? And by gentle caress, the truth be known. I take it that means pick the lock.
Oh, yeah. I'm running out of areas because I've got people in 3 different rooms at once. A 10-foot wide, 2-foot tall well rises from the centre of the circular room. Inky water fills the well nearly to its rim, obscuring its depths. A stone statue of a rearing snake rises from the centre of the well. Along the length of the serpent's body, dozens of carved arms cross over the creature's body. Each arm grips a long, curved blade. The statue's serpentine head rises 10 feet above the surface of the water, gazing down coolly to the northeast with amethyst eyes. Okay, what's everyone else doing?
You know, we seem to be leaving everybody else behind, Mistress Leia.
Yeah, well, I will basically kill you when the first trap comes in. But if I have to open up a third room description, I will murder someone. Anyway, what are you doing with the bloody chest? That's all I'm asking. I don't mind if you want to do the chest. I'm just asking.
Should we go back and see if they've managed to kill themselves yet?
Well, I thought, seeing as we've
Aki's
got
behind you,
clues from
Aki.
the chest...
Right, fine.
we
Don't
could-
wait. The room gases in and starts hissing.
The room starts hissing.
As in the snake.
A loud hiss from the statue, basically. Dozens of curved blades spring out from the well's base and spring furiously around the room. You can evade the spinning blades.
Don't know why that went twice,
I feel like I need a bullwhip and a hat.
but
It
I'm going to be
means-
bennying it anyway.
You need to Benny it twice.
Why?
Well, you rolled a 1, then you spent the Benny and rolled a 3.
No,
So I'm going to be mean like that.
There you go, 2 bennies.
Sorry, I'm mean. Okay, so you basically you dive backwards out the room. Basically, that's the only logical way you can evade, isn't it?
Or up into the water, but you know it might be poisoned.
Spring out the world space and spring furiously around the room, striking anyone standing. Oh. You could hop up onto the rim of the well if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay. Then
Right.
stop
Well, you should be glad you got out of here early, Leia. Ground's a little bit dangerous. Place is bloody trapped. I do hope that they've died opening those chests when I warned them not to.
Okay, back to the chests. Okay, so what you doing with the chests?
If they're locked, I can't open them. If they're unlocked, I'll risk it, but not with somebody else in the room.
Okay. Doesn't say the chests are locked. Hang on. Pressure.
Have I just accidentally closed that window? I have, haven't I?
I do have curious as a major hindrance, so curious and impulsive both. So when he said, "Hey, you can do this," I'd be running in there going, "What can I do?"
You're in the room. What are you opening?
One that says to take a deep breath or breathe deep is your salvation.
Right hand chest.
Okay.
Breathe deep your salvation.
And I'll take a deep breath even though I've got the protection and open the chest. If it blows up, all the environmental protection in the world probably ain't gonna save my ass.
Three chests are identical in appearance except for small. The phrase written in here. What's three chests or something? Okay. The left chest says that. The right chest says breathe deep for salvation. The middle chest, life without. Inside the middle chest, fair enough. And it doesn't tell you. That really doesn't help.
What will happen is you'll go through the dungeon and at the end you'll go, oh, by the way, there was...
No.
back at the
The thing about it is the way it's written. It says the middle chest contains this, and then it lists two other chests, but it doesn't say which is the left-hand one or the right-hand one. I mean, it's almost fairly obvious, but it doesn't really. It's an assumption. Okay, so opening the right-hand chest causes a cloud to burst out, filling the room. Anyone inside the room, apart from Sassafras, must make a vigor check.
What burst out? I'm sorry, I missed that.
A poison cloud.
Oh,
Aye, but what happens if you took a deep breath? That's what I said.
taking a deep
Doesn't
breath
matter.
before you open the chest.
Anyone inside the room must make a vigor roll. The only reason Sassafras doesn't have to make a vigor roll is her potion environmental protections there. It's got nothing to do with holding your breath according to the spell trap. So make your vigor check.
So what was it? What was the message? Message doesn't mean anything then.
Make your vigor check. You've been
Sounds
hit
like the
by
message is-
insanity, by a cloud of insanity. Which you
How
make.
will we tell the difference?
How can you tell the difference?
Exactly. Well, what makes you think that what's been written on the chest is truthful? Got 2 chests left. Which one do you want to open, if either?
So
Oh.
what's in the?
I'll go with the middle one now.
For the
Oh,
record,
no, she's off and running, isn't she?
Well, it's not hurting me any. I'm doing fine, so you guys can
Yeah. For the record, the blades are still spinning at the moment.
Well, I'm just going to be standing on the edge here, looking down and said, "So, I suppose if I shuffle round the edge here."
It's a very it's what was the description for that room again? Let's have a look.
I'm opening the second chest, by the way.
10 foot
middle
wide,
chest.
2 foot tall. Well, as far as the center, it's probably a decent rip front. You're going for the middle one, did you say?
I mean, seriously, what kind of
Yes,
person
the
would
middle
build
one.
their house on top of a dungeon like this?
Thank you, Lloyd Grossman.
Hey, the middle chest contains 2 relatively cranky blood red cobras.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So what was the clue on the middle chest again?
Life within, but death without.
Oh, you go.
You know, if
Didn't
I
do
didn't
any-
know
Immediately
better,
strike at me, or do I got time to jump back and drink a potion?
I think Mr. Sassafras has found something bad.
Say, Leia, back to you. I've read that room, so you can move it if you want.
Know better.
We are now in lovely combat round. So you're up first. You got the Joker, which meant everyone got a Benny. Aren't you nice?
Hey, I have a penny.
Doesn't Sassafras get an extra Benny?
Oh, thank you. Cats versus Cucumbers compilation. I should watch that. Are you going on hold? You can move down the corridor, but we're now in combat, so we're in combat, so you can move your pace down the corridor if you want.
That's you, dear.
I'll put you on hold then. Right, Thaddeus, you're up.
That is up. So
Apologies.
let's see.
Now on hold, you are on the Joker.
Yeah, I thought the combat was just in the other room. I didn't realise it was in ours too.
Well, no, it's just I'm going to let you. You can do things while combat's going on, or you can try and get back. But given that the way behind you is nothing but a room with spinning blades to death, you'll have to,
All I'm going to
evade
do
back.
is move to here and hold up my arms and say, Gastus, jump into my arms.
Okay. Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, sorry, I'm just sorting. Anyway, I'll do it later. I need to chuck away that short sword. So let's, because I don't have one, and that one there has got to be switched on because I'm using the wrong weapon. Oh, let's Benny that.
Immediate attack first person they see. So yeah, you immediately go
You know,
to
the short
initiative.
sword is a lot better if it hadn't gone swimming.
Why are you suddenly encumbered?
It's a wound. No, because I am encumbered.
Oh. Brings us to Vendra.
Well, Vendra, the door's closed, so In fact, all Vendra can do is shout, scream for everybody else to come.
Little busy, found my own trap, told you not to trip that one.
Well,
Gastus
I
shouts
said,
back.
open one chest, and then Sassafras went, oh, chest.
Sassafras gets a Benny, and I just worked out why Sassafras gets a Benny, because
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
did say Sassafras gets an extra Benny because
For role-playing her hindrances, I
yes.
completely agree, yes. Okay, so the snake attempts to bite Sassafras, and even after spending one Benny, which is my usual limit, or trying to be mean to players, still misses. Sassafras, you're up.
This thing just tried to bite me.
It did.
How close is it to me?
It's basically trying to bite you out of the chest. It's still in. It's in melee range. It's already engaged you in melee, so it's a melee range attack basically. Yeah, hit it.
I just hit it at close range with green lightning.
Okie dokie, roll the damage.
I'm snake!
And with that, the fight was over. Back to moving freely.
So,
you can make your gases, you can make your leap if you want.
I take it those chests, apart from traps, had nothing in them.
Okay. I shall make my leap.
The chest was otherwise empty. The central chest has items in it. We haven't looked in there yet. You had to fight the snakes first, and you haven't opened the left-hand chest. Gastus, you jump into Leia's arms. The blades are still spinning. What's everyone up? Okay, so
I'm going to open the third chest because, well, I didn't die from either of the first chest.
Not. I was distracted by the blades behind me. I've not
Looks
really
like
looked.
there's alcoves, and let's just...
Carefully.
It's all right, I have a mirror, says Gastus, and holds it out at absolute arm's length and looks around the corner using into these little alcoves with his mirror.
Okay. 8 alcoves line this long, narrow hallway. Inside each alcove stands a human-sized, upright iron casket. The image of a sobbing woman decorating its.
What is it, Gastus? What are they?
The hallway's floor
Serving.
gleams red, a mosaic of tiny red stones, giving the appearance the hall is awash in blood.
These well, there are caskets or something.
It's not going to be vampires, is it?
I don't know. Can I? I'm going to have a look closer at them. Do they hinge open or anything like that?
As you lean forwards a bit more into the area, you realise that leaning forwards was the right thing to do, and that stepping into the area in front of you would basically trigger. Well, basically, you realise that square between those two is a pressure plate.
Ah, so we need to jump over the squares.
Yes.
disarm
Let's
them. Back
Hopscotch.
to the treasure. Back to the treasure room. Thaddeus. If it opened, yes, it did. I shall put in the party sheet what you find in the middle chest. But at the same time, whether you get to take it is another matter. Because in the same time, okay, Sassafras, you are opening the left chest. By gentle caress shall truth be known. Okay, you open the left chest. It's empty. However, you need to make a vigor check as the entire chest is coated in poison. People poison. Quite nice. You're fine.
Tastes like almonds. I love almonds.
Thank you, Dr. Lucky.
Basic. So yeah, okay. So the alpha free chests, only the middle one with the snakes in it as
I
items.
don't believe that for 1 second. You didn't actually open that chest, though, did you? I mean, you never actually touched it, did you?
Blades retract. So actually, there were blades spinning around the place, and now by the time after about 30 seconds, they all retract into the statue.
I have a horrible feeling if we were to tread on there, something very bad would happen. Now, Mistress Slayer, I've seen circus dancers perform they hold hands and swing around, and then one of them leaps. Perhaps we could do this to. No, there's not enough room. There's not enough room to swing you round here, is there?
Did you really just make a pun about swinging a cat?
You know, I really do feel I need to give the man a Benny because he might need to make vigor rolls against incapacitation.
I might. Oh dear.
What's the light level in here?
Actually, yes, I hope it should be like it shouldn't be able to see a thing. Actually, it should be very dark.
Excellent. Bamf.
Leia can teleport to the end. Yeah, it'll cost you some power points, but you can do it.
To the other end.
Okay, Mistress Slayer, where did you go?
Down here.
Okay.
Marvelous.
What's everyone else up to?
I'm looking at these potions. Can I identify them? It takes occult rolls, or
Terribly helpful.
It isn't for healing, is
I can
it?
check what's through this door before you even have to come down here.
I can't remember. What do you do for healing potions? Because you don't need to do occult rolls for healing potions, do you? It's something else for healing potions.
Common knowledge.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm just going to say with your occult roll, there you go.
Well, I could do two with some of them. I'll take one each if do we need that bloodstone? Does that bloodstone come in handy? Or do we just sell it? Let's take it with us. In case it's like a key or something.
Well, feel free to open the door if you want. At the very least, it'll give us somewhere to run when we're trying to get past whatever it is these things are going to do if somebody triggers one of the pressure plates, which maybe I should wait here and tell No, if I just wait here and tell them not to do it, they'll do it anyway, won't they?
Probably. Hold on, I'm checking this door for traps. I'm going to use a Benny on that.
You do not detect any traps.
Then I will open the door.
I will use my piece of chalk, and I'm going to write on the floor, do not stand in the areas in front of the Weeping Maiden caskets. It would be bad. And put bad in really big capital letters with 5 exclamation marks and 3 underlines. And then put kind regards, Gastus.
Like
you hovering in behind by the doorway there, eh?
Trying to read what he's written, but I can't see it from this distance.
You can't. You have to step into the room where you saw all the whirling blades.
And
Gastus, what did you just write down? Because I can't read it. I haven't got my specs.
do not stand on the area between the upright crypts of the Weeping Maidens. It would be really bad, says Gastus, and then jumps over that spot to that one.
Okay.
And hopes he doesn't hear a click and that isn't also a pressure plate. Because if I do hear any kind of clicky, that's a pressure plate thing, Gastus is then just going to start sprinting like a bugger.
There's no
and
click.
I have already opened that door.
What's everyone else? Everyone, you've opened the door, have you? Doesn't look it.
Yes, after I checked it for traps, I decided there weren't any. I opened it.
Doesn't show it's opened.
I just said it because I was trying to not run ahead of you.
That's fine. It's okay. That's absolutely fine.
Well, I am playing catch up here, so.
Oh, really? This place gets better and better.
It does? What have you found?
I think the trap of this room is wasps.
Oh, well, that's fine then. Wasps. That's all we bloody well need, says Gastus, and leaps over the next gap. Any idea where they are?
I'll try and work it out. I'm going
Anyone
to
else?
examine without stepping through the doorway, especially the mosaic thingy at the floor in case there's places that we can and can't step. I'm looking for places that things could fly out.
So how do we get past the whirling? Are the blades still whirling?
No.
But Aki saw how Aki was watching and saw what Gastus did.
Aki saw the trap.
I saw you jump out of the room, is what I saw.
Well, you
Right,
saw me
so-
jump. You saw me jump up onto the well, and then I walked round the edge of the well while the blades were whirling and jumped.
Is they all
Off to
are they
the
all
side.
activated by pressure plates?
No.
I'm gonna do an athletic jump onto that table then and see if I don't fall arse over elbow.
Right into the pitch black water in the pool. Even though the map shows it as blue.
I'm not gonna fall into pitch black water.
Okay.
What is it? An athletics roll?
It would be an athletics roll to make a 1-inch jump. Yes. Standing jump. You jump to there. No problem at all.
And then do I need to jump off to get off?
No, you can just walk down.
Read this note he put down.
Okay. Right. Let me do what I'm trying to do. So basically, as you step out of the room, the blades activate. Which is why we kept rejecting your move. But you can move it if you want. The whole room's full of swirling blades. That is, it's an evasion roll if you want to avoid. If you want to enter
Aye,
the
but
room.
can't I just fly through the room?
Of course you can. You can fly through the room. I apologise.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's
Yeah.
activated by pressure plates, then I ain't touching the floor.
The guy who's
Yeah.
fallen off 3 times in this dungeon wants to fly over a blender of whirling blades.
Well,
Okay.
I figured that had to work sometime.
Gassus could read. Okay, Aki, you get to the point, and you can read what Gassus is.
Can Gastus narrate what he wrote so we can hear it?
Again,
Yeah, is it not a self-reading message?
unfortunately, no, it's just in chalk.
Oh, it's rubbish. Thought you might have one that narrates for you. So can Thaddeus pick me up and fly across the thing without touching any of these pressure plates? I'm only a gnome.
If you ask
very
it nicely,
heavy.
you probably could. Okay, Gassus, what are you up to? Everyone else seems to be hanging around at the back, so I'm just going to kill
I'm
them.
going to make another jump and say, so these wasps.
I'm just looking to see if I can find more information with my roll of a 6. Did I see anything?
With a notice. Have a look.
Paying special attention to tiles and any little holes that may be around.
That wasps might come out of.
Okay. Well, you definitely get the impression. What are you examining, as it were? So I'm just trying to.
the mosaic tiles, and looking anywhere I can see without stepping on anything for holes or trapdoors.
Okay.
In walls
Yes,
and
you would.
stuff.
You notice that basically, the walls, floor, and ceiling chamber. Yeah, basically where you notice just where the tail would be, as it were, on every single wasp. There's a very small hole.
Can I figure out what is the trigger?
You can't see a trigger.
Oh, I can tell what the trap will do to us, but I can't tell what activates it. There are
Okay, so
You get the impression
little
it's
wasp.
magical in nature.
there are holes in every picture of a wasp, little holes, big enough for, a wasp.
Stinger.
Bigger.
Yeah. Where the stingers are little holes on every single wasp on the floor, ceiling, and walls in the room. Just where the stingers would be, you can notice there are holes.
So it's probably not.
Oh, I see. No, it's poison darts that are going to come out of them.
I wonder, says Gastus. Is there room for me next to you there?
Let me just squeeze up against the wall.
Are you walking? Aki, how are you getting there?
That's not me moving. Thaddeus is going to fly me.
You
Isn't he?
should give him a lift.
Oh, you're going to give him a lift. So the two of you are floating there. Okay.
Well, I've got to go back for the cat now, haven't I?
So I'm going to jump over to there, and
I'll
want
help
to sort
you
of-
to land on the same space.
yeah, I'm going to get down on hands and knees, but not into that room, and sort of have a very careful look into one of these holes.
I'll keep a hold on you in case you overbalance. Which, from behind, must look very risky.
Yeah, and see if this is something that, like, is this going to be like lots of spikes come out of the ground where all the wasp stingers are? And if it's a mechanical thing, if I jam one of them, will it jam up the whole mechanism so that they don't fall open?
The description of the room is: the walls, floor, and ceiling in this chamber are decorated with complex mosaic depicting an immense swarm of angry wasps.
Mm-hmm.
So the simple answer is because you know what to look for, you could tell there are thousands of little holes on the floors, walls, and ceiling.
So if I look into the holes on the floor where I can get sort of down on hands and knees with it and put my head over the edge without actually going in the room, can I see what's in the little holes?
Yeah.
Can I? Well, so what's in the little holes? Is it? Are we talking?
It's the 6-inch spike that's just inserted itself into your face.
Can I evade that?
Can I help? Because I said I was already getting grip on him, ready to pull him back.
I know, but the point is, the 6-inch. So as he sticks his head in to look at the holes, they activate. It's basically as soon as you enter the room, thousands of it's a lovely ripple. You don't get to appreciate it. You do get a chance to evade it, by the way. But Leigh, you're watching it. It's a beautiful rippling effect as thousands 6-inch long needles jab in waves, creating a beautiful rippling effect as they repeatedly stab.
So I do pull back.
Yes, it's a close run thing.
Well,
yeah, they repeatedly thousands of 6-inch things
It's
repeatedly
timing.
stab and then stop.
Oh, they then stop, do they?
It's a timing thing, then.
It may not be. It looks mechanical.
It's
Let's throw something inanimate into the room, then.
You don't have to have a hairpin, do you, Mistress Leia?
No, I don't use hairpins. I have a main.
Do you have a main pin then?
No. I have these. I pull out some finger symbols and ting them.
Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry, I just noticed something. Right. So basically, you drop Aki off on the floor between the alcoves, so that triggers the trap.
No.
Okay. Gastus and Leia, you basically the floor tile you're on basically rotates up to a 45-degree slope. So you both fall
Tips us
prone
back.
backwards into the slot behind. Every single that square there, that's basically that square there, you know what I mean. So basically every single square to the north of an alcove tips you backwards. Aki obviously is already there, so I only just noticed that I guess Thaddeus dropped him off between the alcoves. So I just need to deal with this. So this
So
cool
I'm
trap
my arse with
activates.
a pair of finger symbols on. Great.
Yeah. When the trap activates, areas not flanked by Iron Maidens suddenly rise, tipping to a 45-degree angle that slopes to the south. Any creature that's on these slides back one square between the Iron Maiden. A creature that slides into an unoccupied square falls prone. An instant later, the Western Iron Maiden begins shrieking and wailing. Any creature adjacent to a wailing maiden, so that's Alea, Gastus, and Aki, must make a vigor check or be stunned.
My ears go back in distaste.
Indeed. Also, you suffer hard of hearing as well as being stunned.
Fortunately, we both passed.
Yeah, Aki's absent, so I'm going to have to roll on his behalf.
What are you trying to roll for?
Thaddeus dropped you off, and when Thaddeus told you to get off the broom, you triggered the trap.
Yeah, as we slide back that way, we'll see Aki standing there, and I said to not stand back. Oh my ears!
Okay.
Can
I just dodge?
No.
You can't dodge a sound.
You can't dodge a sonic trap. On the round. Okay, so basically all of you. Okay, so okay. So you can't you can't move from between the alcoves once you're stuck between the alcoves, because to the south of you will be a solid wall, and to the north of you is the pit that slides you back. So on the following round, none of you suffering any hearing loss and being stunned. The Eastern Maidens opens to reveal an interior lined with spikes.
Hang on, you said they went to a 45-degree angle, yes?
Yes.
Right. We should be able to get up a 45-degree angle, even if all we do is leap up and grab hold of the rim, because I'm pretty sure that these iron things are going to slam into us. And I'd like to.
There isn't a rim to grab onto because they raise up, so they basically touch the ceiling, don't they? There's no gap to grab hold to.
Then I will clamber up it and wedge myself on the floor against the floor and the wall.
If the one neck between us and Aki went up to wedge him in, what's in the gap it left behind?
You've got a solid wall to the south of you.
Right, but we should be able to wedge ourselves on a 45-degree ramp between that and the wall.
So you can on the round after a spatial track.
I bet it meant 90 and just didn't write it.
No, it says a 45-degree angle that slopes to the south. You can try climbing it. They're polished to make them very slippery to make you slide backwards. So athletics checks at -4 if you want.
I think it's probably worth a try.
I'm just going to be trying to climb a smooth surface seems very reasonable.
Yeah.
There's no reason they wouldn't be highly polished to make them as frictionless as possible.
Yeah. I'll give it a try then.
So if Aki wishes to move 1 square forward and Leia and Gastus want to move 1 square forward, athletics check at -4. Okay. Gastus makes it. Aki gets a 1.
I saw the needles
athletics, by the way,
before, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, do I need to make an athletics roll? Do I?
If you want to try and climb the very smooth marble sloped wall to get out of this area, it's an athletics check at -4. I've said because I'm evil.
-4. You're just mean.
Yeah. It's meant to be a trap to catch you between them. That's the point. Gastus makes it. Leia, are you staying put?
No, I'm not, but I was waiting for an opportunity to ask the question.
Yes.
The needles, did they go in a wave from the door we started at to the door on the opposite side?
No, multiple rippling waves sort of probably concentric. There was no pattern to it. That when I say there's no pattern, there isn't a pattern you can use to avoid it. Is what I'm trying to say.
So there's nowhere I know for certain it didn't start at.
No, the description is basically they jag repeatedly in the beautiful undulating ripples across the room, and so the walls, floor, and ceiling. What you need to do is just disarm the trap.
I was trying to do that until some bugger triggered this one.
Mm.
Well, someone could have tried disarming the trap you're currently in. Okay, so
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and disarm the trap I'm currently in, because there's no way Gaston and I are going to fit there.
It's 10. You both fit up the slide, but you're going to slide. You're going to be sliding down, I think. Maybe -4 is a bit hard. Maybe -2 is fine. I'll be nice and make it -2.
You wedge that way. I'll wedge this way. We can wedge each other. If we press
That
our
was a
feet against the
thievery roll.
walls.
That was still a thievery roll to disarm the trap.
Okay.
Well, you can't disarm the trap. I suppose you can. Can you? I'm going to be nice. Okay. The ominous clicking and grinding stops. The wall and all the floors reset. I'll be nice. That's quite horrible. That one.
To disarm it.
Basically, the Iron Maiden to the east, basically shoots out long shafts, nearly reaching the opposite Iron Maiden, impaling anything in the way, dealing 2d6 damage. The spikes retract and refire once per round for the next 4 rounds.
Ouch.
You're not supposed to get out, so I was nice letting you on your mind. I'm being nice on your -4, but you disarmed the trap, so I'll let you off. Although I'm probably letting you off in the middle of being activated. That's by the by. So anyway, I'm just going to move everyone, because I'm fed up with everyone being spread out. I'm just going to put everyone in the now disarmed trap corridor in
Leia,
a lovely
can you
long
snap
line.
off one of those spikes? I think it'd be very useful.
Can try.
No. You can't,
No,
because
they are way too strong.
Oh right, I'll just have to.
They'll be retracted back into the Iron. They'll be retracted back into the Iron Maiden. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
I'll use one of my throwing darts. Then I'll take one of my throwing darts and I want to hammer it into the hole that the spike, one of the undulating spikes comes out of. Being very careful. If I jam one of them, it'll jam all of them. Thievery check.
Okay. Okay, you jam it into the hole. You can please make an evasion check as thousands of 6-inch nails fire out, including firing the dart you jammed into the hole back up.
Okay, fair enough. So my description was crap. I'll take the damage. Can I do a thievery check to disarm it, please? I will not describe it.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you doing that. I apologise. Did you make your thievery roll? You did, didn't you?
I did,
Yes, I apologise. I didn't realise you were doing a thievery roll as you said the description. Yeah, fine. And you've disarmed the trap.
Okay.
I apologise. I misunderstood what you were playing. Please forgive me.
That's all right. So if that disarmed it, I will take a tentative step into the room in the hopes that I don't end up full of poison.
The only problem I have Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, okay, right, fine. Right. Sorry, I got myself confused there, but I've worked out why I was confused. So that's fine. Hey, well, you're in a room with lots of lovely mosaics.
Marvelous. Yet more doors. And what the hell's that? Is that bones?
Yeah. The floor of this empty room to your left, to the west, is strewn with bones and patches of mould.
Yellow mold. Well, I'm going nowhere near that just in case. Not entirely sure I want to try this door either. Does anybody else want to open a door?
I opened the last one.
All right, well, I'll try this one the usual way. At least my boots are solid enough, I suppose. Crunch.
Are you doing a Gimli going over the skulls?
I'm booting the door in. I'm actually doing a Fezzik from the novel version of The Princess Bride. The last door into Humperdinck's dungeon is protected by a poisonous spider that is hidden in the door handle, and he bypasses it by just punching the door down. But he doesn't know the poison spider's there. He just punches the door down because he's Fezzik. Oh, another door. At least we can't get trapped between them now. Your turn.
Would you stop saying things like that?
Do you believe we live in some kind of narrative causality where me saying something makes it more likely to happen?
I'm a cat. I'm meant to be superstitious.
No, I think people are meant to be superstitious of you.
Both can be true. What do I see?
A 6-inch tall bronze dais on the floor in the middle of this otherwise empty room supports a polished column of black marble. The black stone seems to be vibrating softly, filling the air with a faint hum.
It's a giant vibrator.
I'm not entirely sure that's going to be of any great use right now.
I hope not. I wouldn't like to see what would use it. Okay, look for traps.
You don't detect any traps in here. Quite nice. The soft.
Cover my ears.
Nice kitty, warm kitty, purr purr.
Stick a toe in the room and poke the floor and then pull it back.
Nothing happens.
Carefully take a single step into the room.
Nobody brought a 10-foot pole, did they? Remember those?
Yeah.
Aren't they, shouldn't they be 12 foot in Savage Pathfinder?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I will pick my way carefully over the mould towards that glitch there.
Yeah. 10-foot poles,
Oh,
popular
no,
party item.
there is a gap in the wall. Let's have a look at it.
There.
So I was going to say, yeah, 10-foot poles, popular party items until people try to do a lap.
Mm.
Where's there a glitch in the wall?
Well, when I looked in originally, there wasn't a gap in the wall, and then there was. So
I tell you what I've noticed is that the wall there is curved. Yeah, sorry, actually, no, the wall's curved. The shadow, for some reason, the shadow isn't. That's what it is.
Mm.
Yep, okay, you step into the room, Leia. Stone seems to be vibrating softly.
Carefully, one step at a time. I'm going to move around.
Watch it and start singing the Cher song.
Looking
You
for a
believe
way
in
out
life
of this
after
room.
love.
I take it from that there's nothing.
Don't
Or that you
detect
want me to
anything.
make a notice roll.
Well, it's a notice check if you search for secret doors. But
I am.
yeah. You don't notice anything. Just stone vibrating
Maybe
softly,
it's
filling the
light
air with a faint
activated.
hum.
Yeah,
I
maybe
can't
it's
see
light
anything in
activated.
there, Gastus. There doesn't seem to be a way out. Have you found anything?
Well, there's a corridor onwards here. Every you've been in so far has had some kind of death trap in it.
Ironically, that one, the room back there, Leia would have noticed something if she'd done something, but she didn't, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, the walls of this oddly shaped hallway are decorated in a complex mural depicting hot, steaming jungle brimming with hungry life. Predators of every sort stalk and maim and feed on dozens of hapless people. In the canopy above, monkeys, snakes, and birds seem to chatter and mock the victims below.
Pleasant.
Hmm.
So now what? We're going to get attacked by monkeys or undergrowth. I can't see either of them in here.
As I say, the rest of you can just hear that soft humming from that room. It's quite pleasant, really. Quite pleasant.
I'll move forward. I'm going to keep an eye on these murals. Check they're
Okay.
not doing anything like
You're keeping an eye on
moving
them,
or
are you?
having. Well, just making sure they're not keeping an eye on me.
Okay. So as you move along a bit, the next mural you see, the victim appears to be a strikingly handsome fellow. He's basically he's got blonde hair, blue eyes, a slight goatee beard and a tash, and he seems to have a rapier in one hand. It's not doing him any good. Looks very familiar to you, Gastus. To you, basically, being eaten.
Yeah.
Also, you'd also notice that further as you glance somewhere else, you can see on another one of the pictures in the mural is Leia being attacked.
I say, Mistress Leia, did you pose for this? To be honest, it's not a very good likeness. I mean, look at mine. I'm far better looking than that.
That's your takeaway from this?
Hey, I nearly got 2 raises on a spirit roll. I think I'm entitled to just be indignant at it.
Over there, you can see 2 predators running off. Each one of them has one of Sassafras's legs in its mouth.
Oh, that seems like par for the course.
When you say predators, are we talking like jungle predators? Or
Lions
are we
and
talking...
tigers and bears, oh my.
Oh my! Or are we talking like invisible things with 3 targeting lasers?
That's what I was thinking.
You know, I've heard something to this effect before. I think it was Ray Bradbury's The Veld.
Predators of every sort stalk and maim and feed on dozens of hapless Akis, Gastuses, Leias, Sassafrases, Thaddeus's, and Vorkas. Oh, and Vendra as well.
Just be intended to psych us out.
Well, I'm thinking I'm feeling somewhat psyched out. On the flip side, I'm also getting somewhat annoyed. Our erstwhile patron, Gastus will say, looking up at the ceiling, knew exactly what he was doing when he sent us down here, and apparently his sister's down here. Well, I wish she'd bloody well show herself so I can run her through and go and run him through later. Right, north or southwest? What do you think?
There are some levers to the north, but southwest is my gut instinct.
What does it smell like? Your nose is better than mine. Well, your nose is better than everybody's.
That's not always an advantage, you know. I'll take a deep sniff in each direction.
Hmm. Okay, that's fine. Close that. Okay. Right. You're discussing that. Rooty starts getting rather excitable.
Just thinking about that, that Rudy has been on my mind. He's like all excited and he's fluttering around here and he glitters, you know that.
Yeah, he's suddenly got very excitable, and just yeah, don't tell me. Well,
I think it's the humming.
you can communicate. Rooty can Rooty speak common? I can't remember.
Majenko and Argenia certainly can.
Yeah.
Common, Draconic, Elven, and Sylvan.
Can you? Which ones you can speak? Okay. Oh, he can speak common. Okay, that's fine. Basically, he says
And Sylvan too. Him and I both speak Sylvan.
he says, because I think I might be this is going to be I think it's going to be the cliffhanger anyway, but a horrible feeling it might. Oh no, I've got the stats. Basically says Fox Lady has appeared.
A what lady?
Fox Lady.
What?
Well, you wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't know he's talking to me, but I'll step back.
Foxy
with the other-
lady.
Isn't they? I'll yell to Gastinius. Hey, Gastinius, isn't that person we're supposed to look for has some kind of fox traits or something?
I don't know.
Well, Rudy found something. He says the fox lady's appeared, so I thought you might want to know that before you get in any more trouble
Okay,
in there.
I will push my way back through. Oh, there is a
Oh,
fox.
hang
Okay,
on.
I'll walk up to
Sorry. Oh, whoa! You're there.
Yeah.
How come you're moving? Tokens should be locked. Right. Tokens were. I must have unlocked
Obviously they're
tokens by
not.
mistake. They are now. They're meant to be.
Foxy lady.
Because I need to sort of point out that you've noticed something else coming towards you.
Where's that?
I'm just sorting it all out at the moment.
And he's going to hit us with the cliffhanger and say, "Okay, now
Fox,
you got all
Fox.
these."
Well, in that case, if I can see that coming, I'll say, Fox lady, I sphinx you're wrong.
That should have. Yeah, that did that. So let's go there. Then let's do that. And let's do that. There we go.
Oh, marvelous. So are you the sister or are you something else?
I want to look north as well.
I can't see anything to the north. Oh, he's the.
And that's where we'll leave it today.
Well, we've got a target on the Sphinx over here.
In the jungle, eh?
Indeed, that's where I think we'll leave it today with three hostile characters just magically appearing as if by magic.
Well, I've had enough of this, says Gastus. Oh, have you just So yeah, I'm going to play Payback and Epiphany on that one.
Yes and no. Because I'd already said it's a cliffhanger, so oh, go on then.
So we're already in combat, so you're not changing bennies or anything when we start next time.
I haven't actually done the initiative yet, so you will.
No,
I was going to give you.
combat, but...
I was going to give you new adventure cards, which technically means if you play that, it's up to you. If you play those two cards, I'll let them stick, but then I will have to treat it as combat started, and you don't get new adventure cards, and you don't get bennies next week. Or you can.
I can't do that. I can't do that to everybody else. So I will.
Well, wait a minute. I would play.
No, that's what I was asking. I want to keep my adventure card.
Right, then in that case, combat has started.
Wait a minute. I am vengeful. Don't forget.
It's okay. No, the point I'm making is combat started. It just means Gastus is on one Benny. That's the only reason I'm saying it. Everyone else has got more bennies than they would either have the same or more bennies than if I reset bennies. So if Gastus is happy with that, I've dealt the cards. Yeah. So we shall start the combat next. I just didn't want to diddly you, Gastus. That's the point I was trying to make.
Right, but anyway, I am vengeful, and I've got a bone to pick with the tiger guy.
Indeed. So what's the skill you're picking?
I'm going to get really, really, really mad, and I open up my cloaks, and swarms of bats start pouring out of it.
Well, you could do that on your initiative roll. That's fine.
I'm picking
unless you're playing cards, you can't do anything else out of turn. What are you picking?
No,
taunt. Okay, that's where we should leave it.
Cavalry, because it gives you a week to prepare for it.
If you're playing Here Comes the Cavalry, I'm going to get very upset. But I can't stop you playing that one. Yes, go for it. Especially in a dungeon where the only problem with Here Comes the Cavalry is it's in a dungeon where.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I said. Thaddeus gets really mad, and all he does is open his clothes and pour, and millions of bats pour out of his cloak.
Fair enough. I like the satire. Yeah.
He opens his cloak, and the duck quacks, and millions of bats pour out of the duck's mouth.
I like it. Go for it. Play Here Comes the Cavalry then.
Should I play reinforcements just to mix it all up?
Can if you want.
Might as well, because it gives them a week. Now's the time to play those cards at the end of the session.
Reinforcement says we'll get an extra adventure card.
Yeah, which I will do now because that means it stacks for next week. Walker will have a nice amount of bennies for next week.
Mm.
He hasn't spent any of today's.
I wonder if any of us are the chosen one for this fight.
Oh, good point.
By the way, do you know that these guys suddenly appeared, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus.
Well, I think they caught us by surprise.
So we're now getting 2 adventure cards extra, but we start surprised.
Okay, that's really horrifying.
Reinforcements unsurprised.
Okay.
We get another adventure card, do we?
We do, yes.
Yes.
Thaddeus, interestingly enough,
that means we can play 2 adventure cards next week then.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Each.
2 extra each. Those that haven't played them will have 3 plays.
Thaddeus is the only one left who hasn't been the chosen one, and ironically, he's got to. It only applies when attacking one of the 3 foes in this room. It's not the one he's currently focusing on.
So what extra adventure card did we get?
He's already done.
Yeah, I've got mine. He's handed them out now.
We get another 3.
No, we get an extra 2, which we've all got.
Aye, so that's me back to 3 cards in one play. That's right. I've played 2.
Yeah. Right now, right. Surprised. I won't put it on a counter. It's only just to remind me why you're all on hold. It doesn't have any effect, so it won't matter after.
I mean, theoretically, if you want to take it easy on yourself, you could say that they have got minions, but the minions are all taken care of because the bats eat them.
No. I've got plans. I'm going to sort it out. It's not a problem. Basically, first things, if any of them have got, basically, it's quite straightforward. If any of them have got summoning powers, I'm just going to roll. They're just going to bring in what they've summoned, aren't they? That's the easiest way to deal with that.
Mm.
And then probably what I will do is actually I'm not even going to do that. I know what I'll do instead.
Surprises. Scare us. We're already surprised.
Need to check. Right. But that's pretty much it. I'm just going to have to be sorting out what you've bloody done to me. Okay, so I need to find. Easiest thing to do is take him, duplicate him, rename him.
Done head on the higher planes already. That was quick.
Who has?
Lone Wolf. Hill on the
Was
High
it?
Plains is out now.
Wow.
That was quick.
That one again. Go back to my Rakshasa name generator. Do that. Split him out. Him at the bottom of the combat tracker. His name and pop him. Shall we? Card seems reasonable. So 2 extra wild card Rakshasas.
Joy.
And the only other thing I need to do is if Vimendia's got summoning allies or anything, she got re-summoned. Ah, if it ever opens her character sheet up. There we go. If not, do what extra wildcard Rakshasas is probably more than enough. And for action puppet. Okay, you're in luck. She doesn't have any summoning stuff, so you're lucky on that score. However, what I will do that. Okay, she didn't get the raise. She appears, sees you, smiles sweetly at Rooty, and then vanishes.
Do any of us recognise and know the that guy there? Because if we do, we can point at him and say, "Have at you!"
Very good. Right. All I need to do now is go NPCs. All. Where is? I've lost Thaddeus. There's Thaddeus. Use animated token check, can you? Oh, yeah. Does that work? Awesome. That is, you got 2 animated bat swarms. How's that? I don't think it'll work too well, but there you go.
They're quite cool.
Yeah, they are flappy, but they are like images. You can't actually. I don't think they work. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Unfortunately, it's interesting. So you can use them as tokens, but oh, you can move them. Yeah, look, you can use. They put you can use animations as tokens, so bat swarms can actually be tokens. Brilliant. Okay.
Cool.
Give you 3 small bat swarms. It's hitting on the walls, but you know what I mean. However, now it's stuck on the wall. I can't move it, so I will change the icons. It did work for a second, but then I can't move them, so that's a shame. Not as animated, but now hopefully movable. And the third one isn't on the map. There you go, Thaddeus.
You can actually make an animated token.
I did think they worked. I think basically, I think they did work. It's just it's actually selecting them is the problem. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there is a process for making animated tokens.
I know
but
there's a
we're not gonna
process
get
for
into
making
it.
anime.
We're not getting into it.
I know there's a process for making them, but what I meant was you can actually take what isn't really a token and use it as a token. The only problem is selecting it is a bit on the tricky side. Okay, so obviously there'll be small burst template swarms. I'm thinking you can use them more as distractions rather than, you know what I mean. You're not going to attack them. They're not going to attack the players, is what I'm saying. You can use them as distractions, or you can use them in their standard swarm. You know what I'm trying to say. Actually, I can do them as auras. Actually, I can do auras for the swarms, can't I? Auras get a bit funny, so I'll leave it like that. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much. See you all next week for what is probably the final showdown. Thinking we shall see. Yeah, one and all, we shall see you next time. Mwah.